The Boston Seafood Show opened today, Sunday, March 16th. Diversified is reporting that they've sold a record amount of floor space, and they have 80 additional exhibitors this year. I think that the primary trend that we've identified at the beginning of the show is the interest in overseas buyers and the strength of the U.S. market. We've seen a real growth in export-oriented pavilions from countries like Japan. There's a lot of Chinese here, and there's a lot of efforts on the part of these exporters to take advantage of a strong U.S. market. And in fact, given the heavy traffic and the pricing in the U.S., in many ways the U.S. is a very strong seafood market right now. Another sign of this is the show traffic. While a lot of the show takes place in the surrounding hotels where major buyers just have meeting after scheduled meeting after scheduled meeting with suppliers, the people walking the floor are often those who are not in those meetings all the time. And so you get a much heavier concentration of overseas visitors who walk the floor rather than stay in the hotels all the time. And that's another sign, to me at least, of the attractiveness of this market. Finally, the other impression that I'm getting in the first day is that there's not many products that have long inventories. On pink salmon, for example, most of the good stuff is already sold, and what's left, or what's available frozen, is fish that has some secondary attribute or some lesser quality. Same thing on crab. There's very little crab inventories around, and shrimp has had very good product movement. As we reported a couple of days ago, U.S. imports in January were up year over year. So what we're seeing at the show here is a lot of deals to sort of clean up dribs and drabs of older product, but also I think a lot of anticipation about the 2014 production, because people aren't sitting on a lot of old product, and that's a very healthy sign. People are very cautious in the run-up of prices that we've seen, and now that those prices in many cases are kind of stabilizing, we're seeing more of a good quality flow-through sales process. So it looks like it's going to be a great show, something that's positive for both buyers and sellers. In Boston, Mass, this is John Sackton.